all about the magic of compost production, we are now at the headquarters of Minick Materials to learn from Hillary Cantrell, who is the vice president, about how we get this beautiful stuff in our own yard.
Yeah, that's always the question.
So Hillary, it's compost season, and I bet y'all are really getting busy right now.
We are. We're already seeing more phone calls about it. Lots of questions.
So is there a better time for compost? I mean, a lot of times we hear about putting it in the fall, but spring is a really great option as well.
Yeah, like you talk about with people that whenever they're building their beds, that's the best time. Mm-hmm. So if you're somebody who thought about it last fall and got it down and have your own stuff going, that's totally fine. But also, if you're like me and you're like, hey, it's starting to warm up, I'm ready for it, you can do it now too. What's most important is it gets into your soil and is ready for your plants.
Right.
And also, if you're a last minute person, you can also top dress with it if you really have to. We talked about earlier, it's kind of like a vitamin that as long as you're getting your vitamin, that's what's important. How and when you take it, there's better and best options.
Right. Yeah. So there's really no perfect situation. Mm-hmm. Every situation has a great option for compost, whether it's lawns to top dress, flower beds, new old flower beds.
Yeah.
Right? What is kind of the amount? A lot of times I think people talk about how much should I put on? Is there too much?
Yeah, there is such a thing as too much. If you planted directly in compost, that most likely wouldn't work out. We suggest about a 1/2 inch on your yard. Okay. People get really deep into that. It is really just a suggestion. We are saying just spread it as best you can. The reason we want to do a 1/2 inch is we just don't want it to get too much squish on top of it. So you want it to grow where your grass is going to grow through it as soon as green up happens.
Right.
So if you're going to do your yard, this is a great time before your grass starts coming through. And then your garden beds, you want to kind of account for about 1 inch to 2 inches on top. And then you can either till that in if you're ahead of time, or you can be like me and be a little lazy and top dress with it, knowing the plants are going to pull it through the soil over the rest of the year.
Or when you're actually digging and planting your tomatoes, it gets worked in, right?
It's up to you, whatever's the best, but you can't get too much. It'll just make it where you have too much nutrients. There's not enough soil to provide that good foundation for your plants.
Okay, and then I know y'all's is a really finished product, so there's no problem doing it in the spring.
No,
versus like fresh manure that you want to weather a little bit.
Yes, exactly. And we do all kinds of jobs throughout the year and put it in that. So that is the cool part about being a commercial size compost production facility is we have compost ready whenever.
Okay.
So that's the best way to supplement. Maybe if you're doing it at home, you have a small thing that may or may not be ready. We've got it ready for you to supplement what you've already got if you're doing it at home.
And so one of the things about compost is the fact that it is organic matter that you're adding to your soil.
Yes.
So let's talk about what organic matter does for your soil.
Yes. So I like to think of it, like we said, as a vitamin. It is giving your plants and the bugs in the soil nutrients. So those bugs are eating up those parts of the compost and then pooping it out. And that poop is really great food for your plants. And so it is able to take that up and take all those nutrients in over a long time. And we talked a lot about fertilizer versus compost. We don't believe that compost is a full 1-to-1 supplement for fertilizer. Because fertilizer is that big, huge flush. Maybe you're getting an IV at the doctor for that hydration and things that you need versus a daily vitamin that's going to keep working in your system forever, but maybe not give you that huge push right off the beginning.
So, and we know how dry it can be in Oklahoma. So it helps with water retention as well.
It does. It is a huge help with that.
So save your water bill a little bit, right? Add more organic matter to your soil. So if a customer walks in here, like I know it can be intimidating. You guys have a massive shop here. Like, can I just come in to get a small amount or I need a large amount, let's say. Like, what are my quantities that I can
there's
get
lots
here?
of different options. That's something we pride ourselves on, is that if you're just doing a little potted plant in your office, we can get you something. If you're doing a huge flower bed and need a bunch, we have that too. If you're going with a lot, we have a delivery option, or if you happen to have dump truck in your possession, which, I mean, it's Oklahoma, sometimes people do. Yeah. You can use our production facility and get a little bit of a discount at 4 yards. So if you want 4 yards or more, that is either delivery or picking up at production is the best way to save some cost on that. If you're doing less than 4 yards, we can still deliver it. You just don't get that same price cut. If you have a pickup, you can come in and pick up a yard in the back of your truck. We do that every day, all day. We'll see people come in and out, and maybe even a couple times to get if they want to save on that delivery.
Right. So we don't have to be a contractor to come in here.
Yeah.
So you've got a couple of different examples of sizes here. Can you talk through us?
Yeah, these are some great retail options, or if you just need a little bit of compost mixed with some other things. This is really just an example. We'll sell it to you in store, but also if you have a 5-gallon bucket at home, or sometimes I bring my storage quarts. I have a dirty one that I use for compost, and I just shovel it in, and we just charge you for the amount of the weight that you get of the compost.
Which is great for somebody who's a patio gardener or just needs a little for their containers.
Or to like top them off and things like that. Yeah, that's perfect. And you can do that with any of our soils.
This is a super sack.
This is a super sack, yeah. Super sacks are great. They hold about 1.5 yards of compost. We put a lot of different products in them. There is a fee to load it, but at the end of the day, you're getting it contained. You can leave it wherever. I've seen people, one of my favorite things is that if you've been through the Martin Nature trails, they have big bags of our product just sitting out, waiting for whenever they need them. So you can do that at your home too and have a giant bag of compost just ready whenever you need it.
Right. I mean, this will hold up as kind of a box to store that in. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then, of course, the smaller one is topsoil, potting soil.
Potting soil, yes.
Is your compost in this?
Yes, it's about 25% compost, and we are working on later this spring having bagged compost. We know that that's nice for people to just be able to take it where they need it, rip the bag open and dump it out. So we wanted to meet that need.
Well, Hillary, thank you so much for sharing these options. I know a lot of people are gearing up before that gardening season.
Awesome. Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.